Today, we will be presenting about compound interest and annuities, which is topic 3 and topic 4 in business mathematics.
What is compound interest? Compound interest is the interest on deposit or loan calculated based on both initial principal and all the accumulated interest from previous periods.
Did you know, to calculate compound interest, we use the general formula. We use S equal to P in bracket 1 plus I close bracket power 2n, or we use S equals to P in bracket 1 plus K divided to M close bracket power 2mt to find the future value. Now, we are about to discuss about case study 1, which is compound interest. First question is, Hakim plans to buy a house in a few years. To achieve his goal, he decides to deposit part of his income into an investment account that offers 4.1% annual interest, compounded quarterly. After 8 years, his savings have grown to Rm 180,547 and 26 cents. After reviewing his financial progress, Hakim begins to explore other options for reaching his housing goal sooner. And now, we are discussing question A, which is how much money did Hakim invest at the beginning? We know that S equal to Rm 180,547 and 26 cents, R is 4.1% or 0.041, M is 4, which is quarterly, and T is 8 years. So, for this question, we use the formula S equal to P in bracket 1 plus K divide M close bracket and power into MT. After that, we put Rm 180,547 Malaysian ringgit and 26 cents as S and equal to P in bracket 1 plus 0.041 divided with 4 close bracket and power into 4 and multiply to 8. And then we got the answer for P, which is Rm 130,576 Malaysian ringgit and 90 cents.
Okay, now for the question B, calculate the total interest earned over the 8 years. And for this question, the formula was I equals to S minus P, which is I is Rm 180,547.26 minus Rm 130,276.90. And the answer for question B is Rm 50,270.36 cents.
Now, we are headed to question C, which is Hakim wish to have is Rm 250,000 ringgit in the same account. How long will it take at the same interest rate and compounding frequency? For this question, the formula was S equal to P in bracket 1 plus K divided to M close bracket and power MT. After that, we replace the S with 180,547 ringgit and 26 cents and equal to 130,276 Malaysian ringgit and 90 cents in bracket 1 plus 0.041 divided to 4 close bracket and power 4 multiplied with T. After that, we use calculator to solve it. After that, we substitute the known values. We substitute the given future value 180,547 ringgit and 26 cents. The principal is 130,276 Malaysian ringgit and 19 cents, and the interest rate was 4.1% and quarterly compounding M equals to M into the formula. After substitution, we divide both sides by the principal to separate the growth factor. This gives us a ratio of the final amount to the initial amount. We also can simplify it. The division result in approximately 1.9190 and the growth factor per quarter becomes 1.0103. Therefore, we get the equation in bracket 1.9190 equals to in bracket 1.0103 close bracket and power with 4t close bracket. To solve for t, we take the logarithm of both sides, allowing us to bring down the exponent. Lastly, we rearrange the logarithmic equation given, which is 4t equals to log 1.9190 divided with log 1.0103. And then we divide with 4 to isolate, which is t. After calculating, we find that it takes approximately 15.92 years for the investment to grow to the target amount.
Lastly, for the final question for 1D, the question is Hakim wants to reach Rm 300,000 in 5 years. Determine the nominal annual interest rate compounded quarterly required to achieve this goal. Hence, calculate the quarterly periodic rate. This question uses the compound interest formula, which is S equals to P in bracket 1 plus K divided to M close bracket power to MT. And then, S represents the future value, P is the present value, K is the annual interest rate, M is the number of compounding periods per year, and T is the time in years. What is annuity? An annuity is a series of equal payments made at equal intervals of regular time periods. Some examples of annuities are mortgage payments, pension payments, regular saving account deposits, and insurance policy premiums.
Did you know, to find the annuity formula, we also use the formula S equal to P open bracket and in bracket 1 plus I close bracket power n divided to I and minus 1 close bracket to find the future value. And we also use the E equals to R open bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I power to n and divided to I close bracket to find the present value.
And now, we are going to discuss about case study 2, which the question 1, Aman save Rm 500 every 3 months for 5 years in his total accounts, which pay 4% compound quarterly. Immediately after Aman had made the last deposit, his total withdraw half of the amount in the account and invested it in ABC Bank, which paid 6% compound monthly. Find the amount in his total account at ABC Bank after 2 years. In these questions, we are using the future value of an annuity formula, which is S equals to R in a bracket 1 minus in a bracket 1 plus 1 close bracket power to n and divided to 1 close brackets. R represents the regular payment, I is the interest rate per period, and n is the total numbers of payments. From the questions, the monthly payment R is Rm 5,000, the interest rate is 4% per year, the money is compound monthly, and the investment period is in 5 years. Since the interest is compound monthly, we divided 4% by 12 to get the monthly interest rate, and the total number of payment is 5 times 4, which gives 20 periods. After substituting all the values into the formula, we calculate the future value of annuity. The total accumulated amount is Rm 10323.09. Next, the question states that half of the amount is withdrawn, so we divided Rm 10323.09 by 2. Therefore, the amount withdrawn is Rm 5161.55. This withdrawal amount is then invested in ABC banks. Using the same annuity formula, we substitute R as Rm 5161.55 with an annual interest rate of 6% compound monthly for 24 months. This allow us to calculate the future value of the investment in ABC banks. Next, we are moving to question 2. Rabiatul is buying a new photocopy machine for Rm 100,000 to finance her purchase. She trades in her old photocopy machine for Rm 200,000 and the balance is financed through a bank with an interest rate of 12% compound monthly. For the repayment of the bank loan, she must pay Rm 1779.56 a month. Find the number of monthly payment that will settle the loan. First, we are given the monthly repayment of Rm 1779.56 and annual interest rate of 12% and monthly payments after deducting the trade-in value of Rm 200,000 from the original price of Rm 100,000. The total loan amount becomes Rm 80,000. Next, we convert the annual interest rate to a monthly interest rate by dividing 12% by 12 of 12% and monthly payments after deducting the trade-in value of Rm 200,000 from the original price of Rm 100,000. The total loan amount becomes Rm 80,000. Next, we convert the annual interest rate to a monthly interest rate by dividing 12% by 12, which gives 1% per month, or we can consider as 0.01. Where we then apply the annuity formula to determine how long it will take to fully repay the loan. By substituting the given value into the formula, we form an equation that includes the unknown time period. After simplifying the equation, we isolate the exponential term and use logarithm to solve for the time variable. Finally, the calculation shows that the loan will be fully settled in 5 years, which is equivalent to 60 monthly payment. First, we use the future value of annuity formula to calculate the total amount accumulated from monthly payment over a period of time. In these questions, the monthly payment is Rm 1775.6 1779.56 and the annual interest rate is 12%. Since payments are made monthly, the monthly interest rate in 1%. We calculate the total accumulated value after 7 months by substituting the values into the formula. After completing the calculations, the accumulated amount after 7 monthly payment is RM12836.92. Here the third question, which is the last question for this case, is if Rabiatul intends to settle the loan by making a final payment immediately after paying the first 40 monthly payment.